Hello everyone. In this video, I am sharing some information about ylides. Ylides could be written in this form or simply YLID. Okay. So, an ylide or ylide is a neutral dipolar molecule containing a negatively charged atom. Neutral dipolar molecule means it could be in this manner also, like A double bond B, like this. In this form it is known as ylene form. So it could be a neutral molecule or a dipolar molecule. How this will be dipolar? One of the bonded pair will be shared by one atom. So in this case, this will be negatively charged, this will be positively charged. Now this is 1,2 dipolar in nature. 1,2 dipolar in nature, and here it is a neutral molecule. So it could be a neutral or a dipolar molecule and have a negatively charged atom. That is this one, usually carbon. So in that case it will be carbanion directly attached to a heteroatom, and this B will be usually a heteroatom. So A is usually carbon, B is usually a heteroatom like nitrogen, phosphorus, sulfur. Okay, with a formal positive charge on it, and in which both the atoms have full uptake of electrons. So ylides are thus 1,2 dipolar compounds, or it could be represented in this manner also. Since this nitrogen, phosphorus, sulfur are electropositive in nature, this bonded pair will be shifted to carbon, making carbon an anionic form. So this is the ylide form and this is the ylene form. So basically we have to deal with two types of ylides. One is sulfur ylides and the other one is phosphorus ylides. So in this video I will be sharing some information about sulfur ylides, what are the types, how it is formed, and some of the reactions which are very important for CSIR GATE exams. Okay, so basically sulfur ylides are of two types. One is called sulfonium ylide. The other one is called sulfoxonium ylide. So what does it mean? In sulfonium ylide and sulfoxonium ylide, sulfoxonium ylide there will be an oxo group attached to it. So I will show you in detail what is meant by sulfonium ylide and sulfoxonium ylide. So first one that we will be going to discuss is about sulfonium ylide. So sulfonium ylide generally is prepared by reaction of dialkyl sulfide with an alkyl halide, like this. So here what will happen? The nucleophilic substitution reaction will be happening. So this will be attacking over here, the chloride will be expelled. So you will be getting R, sulfur loses its lone pair. Actually there are two lone pairs, one lone pair it will be losing. So positive charge will be generated and this will be attached to the alkyl group of alkyl halide. Now if you are treating it with a base like tertiary butoxide base, what will happen? This hydrogen, now there is one hydrogen over here, this will be highly acidic because electron deficient sulfur, so this electron density will be going like this. So H plus could be easily abstracted. So this proton will be abstracting this base from it, leaving behind the bonded pair over here. So what you will be getting then? R2S positive charge with here one negative charge. So this is like a cyclohexane species. Okay, this is known as sulfur ylide, and this could be represented in ylene neutral form also. In that case, how it will form? this negative charge will be coming over here. So this will be R2S double bond like this. This is the alkene form. So sulfonium ylides are formed in this manner, and basically sulfonium ylides are again of two types. Sulfonium ylides are again of two types. What are they? One is called stabilized ylides and the other one is unstabilized sulfonium ylide. Okay, now let us see what is meant by stabilized ylide. So let me show you an example how ylides are stabilized. Okay, so this is an reaction in which ylide is formed, sulfur ylide is formed. So this is dialkyl sulfide that we have taken, and what will happen? This is again an alkyl halide with at the alpha position there is a carbonyl group. Okay, so now what will happen? First SN2 reaction will be happening, and the resulting one will be, there will be an acidic hydrogen will be abstracted by the CTO minus. So in effect you will be getting R, S, R with positive charge, and here this one a negative charge like this. Okay, so here what is happening? This negative charge is present over there, and this is highly stabilized by what? This keto group. How this is stabilized? It could be in resonance, like or it could be if there is a minus I effect group at this alpha carbon, which will be stabilized in negative charge. So in that case, ylides are said to be stabilized ylides. So that what does it mean? If the negative charge on the carbon attached to the heteroatom is having an electron withdrawing group at the alpha position, then it is said to be stabilized. Okay, otherwise it is said to be unstabilized. So this is called stabilized ylides. Now let us discuss about sulfoxonium ylide. Okay, so let me show you how this is formed. For that I have taken benzyl halide. Okay, and the other sulfur containing reagent is having an oxo group, sulfoxo group like this. Okay, here also still sulfur possesses a lone pair. Now what will happen? Again SN2 reaction. How this lone pair will be attacking this one, chlorine will be expelled, and you would be getting, this is the benzylic carbon, and here sulfur, R group, double bond O with sulfur with positive charge. So this is loses is lone pair. Okay, now what we have to do again? Again we have to treat with a base like OR minus alkoxide base. So what will happen? This hydrogen will be acidic in nature. This will be picked by this alkoxide base leaving behind the bonded pair. So you would be getting CH2 with a negative charge over here, sulfur double bond O with positive charge, So this is called sulfoxonium ylide because it contains a sulfoxo group. Okay, and this could be also written in the alkene form, that is a neutral molecule in this manner. So what you will be getting is benzene ring. Okay, then CH2 double bond sulfur double bond O R group in this manner. Okay, now this is said to be always stabilized. Okay, how this is stabilized? So this is attached to an electron withdrawing oxygen over here. This charge is also stabilized. So if it is shifting over here, this could be shifted over here. So this is always called a stabilized ylide. Sulfoxonium ylides are called stabilized ylide due to oxo group resonance. Now let us see the reaction of sulfur halides and with which compounds it will be reacted. The substrate most commonly is aldehydes and ketones, that is carbonyl compounds, and it could be alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compounds as well. So we will see in both the cases what is happening. So first let me write an example of a sulfonium salts that can be deprotoned to give sulfonium halide, and what will be its reaction with the carbonyl compound. So for that I have taken first dimethyl sulfide. Okay, begin with preparation of sulfur halide. Now this is treated with again methyl iodide. Okay, now what will happen? This sulfur group will be attacking here and iodide will be going. So what you will be getting? Sulfur with positive charge, then methyl group, then methyl group, then methyl group. So this is SN2 reaction. Okay, attacking an alkyl halide. Now next step what we will do? We will take a base, alkoxide base. So what will happen? This you can write as CH2H. So this base will be deprotonating this hydrogen, and you will be getting, this will be going as H plus. So you will be getting Me2S plus, that you can write over like this, and CH2 minus. So this is the generation of halide, sulfur halide. Okay, now we have to see in the next step. This is called sulfonium halide. Okay, this first step, generation of halide. Now in the next step, what will be its reaction with carbonyl compound? So this is our Me2S plus. This is our halide, and suppose it is reacting with cyclohexanone. So where it will be attacking? You have to identify the electron deficient center. So if you are seeing over here, carbon is the electron deficient center. It will be attacking over here in this manner. So what you will be getting? So basically this will be like O minus, here CH2, right, S with positive charge, Me, like this, right. Now what will happen? Now this SNE2 plus is a good living group. Okay, now what will happen? This O minus will be attacking this carbon, and this will be going as dimethyl sulfide. So how will you write? This will be giving, this is our cyclohexanone moiety over here, and this is oxygen, here CH2, like this, plus dimethyl sulfide. So what you are generating over here? You are generating an epoxide ring. This is an epoxide ring. So you can prepare epoxides by reacting with sulfonium halide with carbonyl compounds, aldehydes or ketones. So that is the first application of sulfur halide. So keep in mind, sulfur halides when reacted with aldehydes or ketone will be generating epoxides. So your question for CSIR exam will be in this manner. Very simple question. Benzaldehyde. First one they will write dimethyl sulfide. Okay. Then CH3I, methyl iodide. Then NaH. So here you have to identify that dimethyl sulfide and alkyl halide will generate halide, and then then sodium hydride, that is a base. So this combination will generate an halide, and that will be reacting with carbonyl compound generating epoxide. So you have to understand the epoxide will be the product formed after this reaction. So just now we have seen how this is formed. So let us write Me2S plus CH3I. So what will happen? The SN2 displacement of iodide by the lone pair, like this. So you would be getting Me3S plus, this is the thing that you will be getting, Me3S plus. Now again you are using hydride base, sodium hydride. Sodium hydride, what you will do? It will pick one hydrogen from one of the methyl groups, right? So this will be picking up this one. You will be getting alide like this. So this could be written as Me2, S with positive charge, CH2 minus. So we have generated the alide. Now in the next step, what you have to do? It has to react with the what benzaldehyde. So this is very simple. You know that after reaction with aldehydes and ketones, it will be generating epoxide. So this is the benzaldehyde. Again, nucleophilic substitution reaction, nucleophilic addition reaction to carbonyl compounds. So what will happen? This is our benzene ring. Then here this carbon, that CH2 is attached. Okay. Now here what is that? Me2S plus. This is our O minus. This is hydrogen over here. Aldehyde hydrogen. Right? Now what will happen? This Me2S will be expelled by the negative charge of the oxygen. This is a good leaving ring. So how will you write then? Minus Me2S. So here this is the benzene ring over here. Now this CH, okay, oxygen, CH2 like this. So this is also, you can write either CH2 or here. This is our epoxide from sulfur halides. We have seen the reaction of sulfur halides with carbonyl compounds like aldehydes and ketones. Both are generating epoxide. Now let us see what will be happening if it is reacting with alpha beta unsaturated ketones. Okay, alpha beta unsaturated ketones as well as carbonyl compounds. So you have to understand that this is alpha beta unsaturated compound. Okay, compound. There are two possibilities of reacting sulfur halides with this. Okay, so this is very important for CSIR gate exams, because based on this only question will come. Nobody will ask you for direct formation of epoxide. From this only it will ask. Okay, now if unstabilized sulfonium halide that we have seen generation from dimethyl sulfide, if we are using unstabilized sulfonium halide, that will be giving epoxide. That means 1,2 addition, direct addition. 1,2 addition will be happening. That we have just now seen. Okay. Now stabilized halides. Stabilized halides means the halides with negative electron withdrawing groups at the alpha carbon or the sulfoxonium halides. Stabilized halides and sulfoxonium halides. That I already told you, sulfoxonium halides are stabilized because of the oxo group. Now here what will happen? There will be Michael addition. Michael addition means 1,4 addition will be happening in this case. Okay, and you will be getting cyclopropane instead. Cyclopropane. So here you will be getting epoxide as the product. Here you will be getting cyclopropane as the product. So let me explain you one more time. When an unstabilized halide reacts with an alpha beta unsaturated ketone, the 1,2 attack on ketone is faster. Okay, hence epoxide forms at a faster rate. Okay, even though there is a possibility of 1,4 also, but this will be forming, 1,2 addition will be forming. Okay, this will be happening in the irreversible manner. If it is happening 1,4, it will be reversible. So this is the kinetic product. Epoxide is the kinetic product with unstabilized halides. Now, in the case of stabilized halides, that is the sulfonium halide with the negative electron withdrawing group or the sulfoxonium halide, even though 1,2 addition is faster, the starting materials are sufficiently stable, because one is stabilized halide, the other one is alpha beta unsaturated ketone. So, epoxide, even though there is a chance to form, that will be cancelled, and 1,4 addition, although it is slower, is energetically more favorable because the new CC bond is gained at the expense of a weak pi bond. Okay, so that will be the thermodynamic product. Thermodynamic product. So this will be formed from the stabilized life. So basically you have to understand unstabilized life forms epoxide, stabilized life form thermodynamic. Thermodynamically favored cyclopropane as a product. So let us see how this is happening. So this is an alpha beta unsaturated ketone. Alpha beta unsaturated ketone. So let me show you how this is formed. Cyclopropane as well as epoxide is formed. So if you are taking what unstabilized halide, unstabilized, very important, unstabilized halide. For example, what? The one which is formed from dimethyl sulfide, like this, CH2 minus. What it will form? It will form 1,2 addition, direct addition product. So this will be attacking carbonyl carbon, O minus will be coming, that O minus will be replacing Me2S. So what will be the product form? It will be like PH, here O, epoxide will be formed in this manner. Okay, 1,2 addition. Now let us see how if you are using a stabilized halide, stabilized one. So stabilized one could be sulfoxonium as well as an example I will show you, Me2S plus, okay, then CH2 minus cyanide. So this is attached to an electron withdrawing group. So this is a stabilized halide. Okay, now what will happen? This will be attacking through like 1,4 addition. Michael addition will be happening. So this will be attacking over here. This will go like this. Okay, this will come back. I will show you how this is happening. So pH. So here CH2, Cl, then SME2 plus, then O minus pH. Now this will come back over here and this will be come back over here, right? So what you will be getting now? pH, here what? CH2, SME2 plus, here cyano group, then double bond O, pH, here negative charge will be there. Okay, now what will happen? This will be attacking over here, eliminating Me2S. So the product that you will be getting is pH, here double bond pH over here, here CH2 attached to a cyano group. So this is the product. This is the cyclopropane that will be getting from here stabilized halide. So see here, with the same substrate, if you are using unstabilized halide, you are getting an epoxide. If you are using stabilized halide, you are getting a cyclopropane. So very important reaction in the competitive exam point of view. So let me show you how stabilized sulfoxonium halides are generated. I forgot to mention you while I was discussing about sulfoxonium halide. So this is generated from dimethyl sulfoxide. This is dimethyl sulfoxide, you may be knowing DMSO, right? Now this could be in resonance form like this. Oxygen is electronegative nature, so this could be shifted over here. So you may be having CH3S O minus sulfur plus CH3. Okay, now if you are treating it with methyl iodide, what will happen? This methyl iodide will be attached to this one. So you will be getting sulfur, still possess lone pair, right? I'll write over here methyl iodide. Okay, sulfur will be attacking like this, iodine will be good. So you would be getting CH3 S double bond of CH3 CH3 methyl iodide with positive charge, and the iodine minus will be like this counter anion. Okay, if you are treating with what base, then only you can abstract one of the protons from here, like NaH. What will happen? This proton will be eliminated, abstracted by sodium hydride. So you would be getting S plus double bond of CH3 CH3 CH2 minus. So this is the sulfoxonium ion. So suppose this sulfoxonium ylide, okay, this is called stabilized ylide, reacts with an alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compound. So as I said earlier, the product will be a cyclopropane, right, where it will generate this from here. So you can directly write down the product in epoxide ring at the alpha beta double bond. Here the other things are same, and you will be getting an cyclopropane ring over here. So this is the product with the stabilized ylide.